Hello students, welcome back. Today we will be learning the remaining part of chapter 1 Introduction to Accounting, part 3. The topics to be covered today is role of accounting, qualitative characteristics of accounting, accounting informations and uses to accounting informations. We will study all these four topics one by one. Role of accounting. For centuries, the role of accounting has been changing with the changes in economic development and increasing societal demands. It describes and analyzes a mass of data. Mass of data means collection of data, often enterprise through measurement, classification, and summarization. Measurement means identifying the transaction in terms of money. Classification means classifying each transactions and writing them or posting them into the concerned ledgers. That means all those items belonging to a common category are classified together and put under one head in one account called ledger. And summarization means it is to say that the classified datas, the balances of the classified datas are taken to the trading account, profit loss account and the balance sheet to find out the profit and the financial health of a business, and reduces those data into reports and statements which shows the financial condition and results of operations of that enterprise. Result means whether the business is earning profit or suffering loss. That is the result of operation. Operation means the activities that are performed in a business. Hence, it is regarded as a language of business. So, role of accounting, it says that it is a language of business. Why language of business? Because accounting presents all the activities in numerical terms. They are written down into different books of accounts, which helps anybody to understand the condition of a business. It also performs a service activity by providing quantitative financial information that helps the users in various ways. Quantitative financial information means in the form of monetary terms. Qualitative aspects are not taken into account. Only quantitative financial information, which means a transaction which involves money, they are taken into account because only that will help the users to take into account all that is happening in a business. Now, who are the users? We'll come in detail later on. Now, users are all those people who have an interest in the business. Accounting as an information system collects and communicates economic information about an enterprise to a wide variety of interested parties. Communicates means passing on the reports of a business after the preparation of the financial statement at the end of the financial year. Qualitative characteristics of accounting information. It is the attributes of accounting information which tend to enhance its understandability and usefulness. In order to assess whether accounting information is useful, it must possess the characteristics of reliability, relevance, understandability, and comparability. These are the four qualitative characteristics which must be present while the accounting activities are carried out, because all these four qualitative characteristics will help the users to understand the activities performed in a business. Let us learn one by one all these four qualitative characteristics. First one, reliability. Reliability means on which the users can believe, trust. Therefore, whenever an accounting information is prepared, that information must be having a source document which will prove that on a particular date a transaction has taken place in the business. So there should be some reliability. People should be able to believe in what the business is presenting before them in the form of financial statements. So here it says reliability means the users must be able to depend on the information. There's a financial information presented through financial statements. The reliability of accounting information is determined by the degree of correspondence between what the information conveys about the transactions or events that have occurred, measured, and displayed. A reliable information should be free from error. Error means mistakes, and bias. Bias means partiality. These two things must not be present in the business, and faithfully represents what it is meant to represent. To ensure reliability, the information disclosed must be credible, verifiable. Verify. That means in order to verify, every returned information must be supported with a source document. As already told to you earlier, source documents are bills, vouchers, cash memos, etc. So verifiable by independent parties. Use the same method of measuring and be neutral and faithful. So it is very important that business must be true to its parties. Whatever activities are performed, they must be recorded in a proper manner without any partiality, without any manipulations in the business. Second point is relevance. To be relevant, information must be available in time, which means once the financial statements are prepared, audited, they must be made available to the users within a stipulated period of time. That may be 1 month, 2 months. The reports or the financial statement must not be delayed. Timely making the financial statements available to the users will be of great use to all the interested parties in taking a decision for the future. So relevant means it should be of any use to them. If after passing 1 year or 2 year the business is going to provide the financial information, that won't be of any use to the interested parties. But as soon as the financial statement is drawn out and audited, they must be communicated to the parties so that they can predict the future. They can find out what happened in the past and what is happening at the present. Therefore, take necessary decisions, and that took correct decisions based on the financial statement communicated by the business to the interested parties. Third point is understandability. This point states that the receiver of the accounting information must be able to understand and interpret the results of a business the way a business wants. So anybody, any interested parties should not misinterpret. Therefore, understanding the financial statement or understanding the messages conveyed by a business through the reports of a business must be understood and interpreted by them. So misinterpretations are not accepted and they are not acceptable by the business. So understandability means decision makers must interpret accounting information in the same sense as it is prepared and conveyed to them. The qualities that distinguish between good and bad communication in a message are fundamental to the understandability of the message. A message is said to be effectively communicated when it is interpreted by the receiver of the message in the same sense in which the sender has sent. Accountants should present the comparable information in the most intelligible manner. without sacrificing relevance and reliability. So whatever the accountant reports or writes into the financial statement should not be based on that individual's decision. It should be based on the authenticity of the activities taking place in a business. Therefore, it should be related to what is happening in the business and must be trustworthy. The fourth point is comparability. Every business prepares its financial statement every year. Therefore, business normally compares the financial statement of different years to find out the performance of a business. So normally 2 or 3 years financial statements are taken and compared to find out whether the current year's activities of the business was better than previous year or not. That is why it is said it is not sufficient that the financial information is relevant and reliable at a particular time, in a particular circumstances, or for a particular reporting entity. But it is equally important that the users of the general purpose financial reports are able to compare various aspects of an entity. Entity means business over different time period. Different time period means more than 1 year, previous years taking into account. And with other entities means other business. To be comparable, accounting reports must belong to a common period and use common unit of measurement and format of reporting. So it's at different years and maybe the same entity. We can call it as intra comparison, or with other entities inter comparison. Okay, the same entity of more than 1 year and with other entities of more than 1 year having same type of business activity carried out, provided they should be having a common rule which are applicable for the business. Accounting information. This topic relates to the information made available through income statement. Now, income statement normally comprises of two major statements. Number one is trading account and second one is the profit and loss account. These two statements normally uh, presents the profit or loss of a business. And the third statement is a balance sheet, which is drawn at the end of the year, which shows the financial health of a business. So to understand in a better way, let us look at the following points. First accounting information is information about profit or loss. Normally in every business, there could be profit or loss in a particular year. So these profit or loss is normally identified or known through income statements prepared. And those two income statements are trading account, which helps us to find out gross profit or gross loss at the end of the year. And second statement is profit and loss account. This helps to find out the net profit or net loss of a financial year. And this provides us valuable information so that the users, the businessman, all the interested parties will be able to know how the business is going on. Second information is information about financial health. Financial health is known by preparing the balance sheet or the position statement of a business. Now, balance sheet is normally prepared with the assets owned by a business. Assets means all the physical properties like land, building, plant, machinery, etc., etc. And liabilities owed towards others. Liability means any amount payable to the third parties, outsiders. Okay, that is liabilities. So with the help of assets and liabilities, balance sheet is drawn, and the balance sheet should be equal at any particular point of time. So that will always show us the financial health of a business. Third point is information about cash flow. Every business needs cash to manage its day-to-day activities. Now, how a business will come to know its cash position? So cash position is known through cash flow statements. Now this statement shows inflow and outflow of cash during a particular financial year. Normally cash flow has three different parts: cash flow from operating activities, cash flow from investing activities, and cash flow from financing activities. So these are the three major activities through which the business will find out how much cash has flown in or how much cash has flown out of the business. Because a business must know its cash position so that it can meet out its expenses, it can decide when to make payment to the creditors, and whether the business will be able to expand and grow in the coming years or not. So cash flow statement will show the cash position of a business. So last topic, the users of accounting. Users means those people who have got an interest in the business. Now there are two different types of users of accounting. One is known as the internal users and second one is external users. So internal users are all those people who are within the organization, and external users are those people who are outside the business organization. Let us take the first one and see what the internal users are all about. Now, internal users are owners, management, employees. These are the three main internal users of accounting. And why these three internal users want to know the financial health? Number one, owners. Owners are the people who have invested capital into a business. Therefore, they always prefer to have a safety of their capitals. So the capital should multiply. So how will they come to know whether capital has multiplied? They will come to know only with the help of the financial statements. Second one, management. Management are the people who really engage themselves in bringing up the business with their talent, with their decision making abilities, etc. So the management are more interested to know the financial health so that they can take good decisions for the sake of management, for the sake of improvement, for the sake of growth and expansion of a business. And the third parties are employees. Employees normally give their physical talent. Employees normally work for the business, they toil for the business, and they are always interested in knowing whether they will be receiving their salaries or wages or other benefits related to their job, like provident fund or any other statutory obligation to be fulfilled by a business. So all these three parties are very much interested in knowing the financial health and condition of a business, and that is possible only through the accounting or accounts that are maintained in a business. The next parties are known as the external users. Now there are many external users. Few are mentioned here, like banks, financial institutions, investors, creditors, government, researchers. These are the external users who wants to know the financial condition of a business. Now, why these people want to know? Banks, financial institutions, and investors are the people who have lent money to the business. So they are more interested to know whether they will be receiving back their money or not. Will they receive the interest and the EMIs that they have given to the business? Investors should are investors are more interested in knowing will they be receiving dividends at the end of the year or not. Creditors are the people who supply goods to the business, and they are more interested to know whether they will be receiving the due amounts in due course of time or not. And government, of course, they are people, policy makers, they are the rule makers. So the government wants to know whether the business is following the rules and regulations and paying the taxes to the government timely or not. So these are two important uses of accounting: internal users as well as external users. So with this point, we come to end of this chapter. We will continue with a new chapter in the next video. Till then, goodbye.